Hey you guys, it's Rachel here. So today I wanted to come to you and show you a kale recipe that I really love. Kale is probably one of my favorite dark leafy green vegetables. I've learned a lot of different ways that you can make kale. So this is one of the recipes. It's basically a kale salad, and let's get started. So some of the ingredients that you'll need is a kale of your choice. My favorite kale is dinosaur kale. I personally just love the flavor of it better than the other kale, and I love just the texture of it as well. I chopped up some red onions. I have some sliced almonds, slivered almonds, and we're going to use the juice of 1 lemon and cranberries to your delight, dried cranberries to your delight, and some dill and garlic salt, as well as some sea salt and black pepper. So those are the ingredients that you need for this kale salad. I'm going to go ahead and put in my big kale salad bowl container the onions. And for the kale, you can cut them all together like this, or another way to cut it is to kind of spread the leaf out and then roll it up like so, and then cut it in really small fine pieces. This process takes longer, but it does make the kale, as you can see, smaller and probably easier to chew rather than the larger pieces. So I'm just gonna cut it up like that, actually. Do smaller pieces. With my kale, I either do large cuts, depending on how much time I have to eat, to sit down and enjoy my meal. But for now, I'll do the smaller ones because I just want it smaller and easier to chew. One of the things that I noticed with green vegetables, leafy green vegetables, it takes time to chew. So usually, like, a lot of times I'll make like different kale recipes in my food processor, so that way it kind of just breaks down the kale for me and I don't really have to do much extra work as far as like chopping it up. But for this one, I'm gonna do that. I want more of a salad versus a minced kale. As you can see, I've chopped up all my kale into these nice small pieces, so it has this nice salady look. And if you remember, I put my green onions at the bottom. After we put all our ingredients, I'm going to show you the easiest way that I do to mix up and kind of get the kale saturated with the citrus. And also, I forgot to mention that I use olive oil. So I usually just dash the olive oil on it. I eye it usually, but if you need a measurement, I would say about half a cup or 1/4 cup of olive oil. Lemons. Just kind of squeeze it. If you have a lemon squeezer or citrus squeezer, those are awesome. But because this salad is just for me, I'm not too picky, so if I get a seed, I just kind of spit it out. It's not that big of a deal for me. But so the juice of 1 lemon for your salad. So the lemon just acts as like your salad dressing, so you don't really need to add any other any other dressing like tahini or miso or anything like that unless you want to. This is more of a light, fresh salad. Add my cranberries. For measurements of this, everything I pretty much eye, but for this I would say like half a cup of cranberries for a whole bunch of kale, and probably the same for the almonds, although I'll probably put a little bit less. So probably like not a half a cup, but probably like 1/4 cup of slivered almonds. So you see it starts to look beautiful. And I'm gonna put, for seasoning, a little bit of dill. So just sprinkle that on there. Salt to taste. Black pepper. And some garlic salt. This I usually just kind of 2 pinches. And now that you have your seasonings and all the different other ingredients, what you do is you just put the lid on your cover or whatever it is, and then you just literally scoop it in. I did some kind of mishap with mine, but I love this jar because you just toss it like this. Get everything mixed in together. And as you can see, everything is kind of mixed in together nicely. The kale has shriveled up a little bit because of the citrus, and everything's nice and mixed. As you can see, this is the final result of the kale salad. Nice and healthy. And oh, also another tidbit, guys, this usually would not satisfy me as a full meal, because that's probably only, I'm lucky if that would be 200 calories. So usually I'd have like another side item, like some fruit, to balance that out so I can get a full meal. So that's just FYI. And so for the final taste, let's get some onions, cranberries in this one. This is awesome. The dill, the garlic, cranberries, and the onions. This is really great. So you guys, let me know what you think. And if you like this video, please comment and subscribe and share it with your friends. And I will catch you guys next week.